Welcome to Happy Hungry Hippie. This week we're going to bring you a lovely recipe from my plums. Every year we get a wonderful harvest. So I've actually covered a lot of recipes on this, so please do check these out. So let's go indoors. So I'm back. So what I'm going to cover is a recipe from this absolutely wonderful book by Mark Diacono, and it's A Year at Otter Farm. It's an absolutely wonderful book, this, which goes through all the seasons. It was actually recommended to me by Tara Wigley, who's the author and collaborates with Ottolenghi and also Sammy Tamimi for the Lasting Cookbook. I love covering seasonal food, especially it's got lots of recipes for plums in around August and September time. So you can see here, this is the recipe that I'm going to cover here, and it is the plum and Szechuan pepper fruit leather. So do you remember eating fruit rolls when you were younger, whether they were bought from the shop or whether you made them yourself? More natural than normal sweets. And I used to remember buying it, and it used to come in a roll and I used to roll it out. My wife doesn't remember, but I'm really fascinated in trying this. What's your favourite recipe? Put your comment below, really interested. So the key ingredients you need, of course, you need your juicy plums. Then you need some apples. I'm actually using the pink lady here. I'm using a lime, but you can use a lemon instead. And then you need to use some Szechuan pepper, really important. I want to make this whole food plant-based, so I'm either going to use some date molasses or some maple syrup. I'm going to go with the date molasses. Or alternatively, you can use honey. This is something my wife has bought. So simply, all I've done is chop up 700 grams of the plums and put this to one side. I'm just going to put the heat to the pan on. I'm just going to put that on low. So roughly just need about 600 grams of apples. Cut this into half. Now I'm actually going to squeeze one whole lime. Now this is absolutely great fun to do with kids. Really easy. You're just cutting up your fruit, boiling it, blending it, and then layering it into a tin or actually on parchment paper. So now we're just going to turn the heat up. And what we're going to do is I'm just going to add the lime into there. First, I'm just going to add the apples because they're the ones who take a little bit more to cook. I'm just going to put that onto a high heat just for 3 minutes and then put that onto a medium heat. Just done that for a few minutes. You can see the steam just coming up nicely, and then I'm just going to add the plums. I'm just going to simmer that. Alexa, set the timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
So now, just while that's simmering, I'm just going to clear up, and then I'm going to just weigh out the date molasses. Just need 100 ml, like so. And I'm going to weigh it out 10 grams of the Szechuan pepper. And then we're just going to grind this with a pestle and mortar. Not too much, just enough to extract the flavours. Absolutely amazing Szechuan pepper. Really essential in Chinese, Asian cuisine. So put that aside and then wait 10 more minutes for this to be done. So the fruit leather has just come out of the dehydrator. The 2 trays in the oven is still going. As you can see here, actually you can feel it, it really has set. So you need to make sure it's at least 0.5 to about 0.8 centimetres within the depth of the dish, because the water will evaporate, leaving a roughly about a 0.3 centimetres layer. So all you need to do now is just carve around the outside of here. I've already opened this up and done a little bit as I was halfway through doing it. And then just etch around it here. Once you've got a little bit going, you can more or less pull it away. And hopefully the whole thing should come away as one leather. Beautiful, yes. It may crackle a little bit because you've got the Szechuan pepper in there. I've not greased this at all with any oil, it's completely oil free. Just be careful not to stretch it because it'll ruin the appearance. Just let that set. So I'm just going to place this onto a tray, or just on a clean side. You can just let it set and let it air. I've just pulled the ones out of the oven. Just going to let them cool as well. I'm back. So here we have the fruit rolls. As you can see here, it's just nicely set. And all you do now is you can cut it up and roll it up. And you can see why they call it leather, because it really does have a leathery sort of texture. So I've cut this into a strip here, as you can see. Then what you're going to do is just simply roll it up. Little rolls. So let's try. Wow, that's absolutely amazing. And the aftertaste of the Szechuan pepper really complements it. That is really good, really innovative. Also be interesting to hear about your favourite fruit leather, whether you've been making these or whether you had them as a child. Next show I will be covering a roasted cauliflower with a lovely spiced tomato glaze which goes on top using the Ninja air fryer. Really looking forward to covering that as a really easy midweek meal. Really do hope you're enjoying the show. Please do subscribe, lots of love and passion going into this. Also turn on your notifications every fortnight on Tuesdays at 4:30. Bing! Turn them on. Also please check out my playlist for other snacks and sweets, you know, things that you can just make a quick and really easy things like this, which is absolutely superb. So really hope you have a great week, everybody.